Tell me what you see in me. Gotta be.
Welcome back to my channel. It's your girl Raina, aka Ray Bands, back with another hair tutorial. Here we have my friend Cece. This is before I ever locked up her hair, so I'm obviously her hairstylist. Here are the starter locks. I just wanted to give you guys a preview of what it looked like before, and this is her first retwist. And since she's my #1 client, please make sure you support her poetry. Here's her Instagram and where you could get all her books. Please and thank you. As we admire Cece's beautiful locks, let me also say this. I forgot to record the materials, however, I'm going to explain everything I'm using. So this is a lightweight lock retwist product. People do use gel, but I would prefer to avoid product buildup. So again, something more lightweight, nothing too waxy or dense. And I like to use water sometimes as well. And I also am using a rat tail comb. This is to make sure my parts are clean and that the retwist is crisp, because these are starter locks from Coils, not from Twister braids. Mental note for you guys, because I started her locks with coils, I want to continue training the hair to coil in that sense. So I'm going to use the comb, and all the new growth is going to be coiled in the same direction as the starter locks. In this case, I'm basically training the hair to lock in that direction, in that manner. So that's why I try my best to stay consistent with the method. And I know you can see that knot right in the middle between the new growth and the rest of the lock. This is what I do. I put the teeth of the comb between it and I work the way down. I work it all the way down, but not by combing it through, but by putting the comb in, 2 twists or 1 twist even, and then I continue that all the way down the lock. And because it's still forming, it doesn't really mess up the locking method. It more so encourages it. Now that that's out the way, I'm going to thoroughly explain the lock retwist right here. So again, you're going to part out that section of the lock, make sure it's crisp and clean, you know me. And here I will use the comb to do 1 to 2 pass-throughs right through the new growth to make sure it's detangled at that section. And I'll use the comb at a diagonal 45-degree angle and start retwisting from the root down. Go as far as it allows you to go, and once you get stuck, stop. And at this point where the new growth will meet the rest of the lock is where you're gonna do that little insert comb twist method that I just mentioned earlier. You want to make sure you work that knot out of that area all the way to the end. But again, not one pass through. You're gonna reinsert the comb every time you twist, or every 2 times. As you can see, I went right back in to do it again because obviously there's a little more work that could be done towards working that knot out, and that's what I'm doing here. Here is a pretty crucial part of the retwist. Make sure you put your clips in. If you don't have clips, I know a lot of people like to resort to the retwist and style. So this would be the point where you twist these 2 together. And you see me using 2 clips here. That is because her new growth is over 1 inch long, and I just want to make sure it's secure as I continue twisting the rest of her hair. And as the time lapse goes on, I want to clarify a couple of things for you guys just to understand. I use the 45-degree angle from the comb to hair ratio because it helps me grab all the hair with the rectangular parts that I gave her. If you don't prefer to do that, I would say just use the comb parallel to the hairline, like the parts that you use. Don't overcomplicate it, because if you use it sideways, it's gonna mess up some way somehow. Another thing I kind of wanted to go over, just for those who are curious, would be the parting style that I used on her hair. Some people might prefer these rectangle parts, so I'm going to just explain that briefly later in the video. I'm really trying to squeeze in every method I use here, so you see me just using my finger to make sure it stays coiled. And another thing I like to do is when there's loose hair sticking out of the lock, I use it to wrap around the lock anyway. It helps secure it, it helps it stay in shape, so I don't see why you wouldn't. My girlies who do full locks should know how this process works because that's the same exact idea. Using loose hair to wrap around, it'll keep its shape. Hey, I know my voice is sweet, but if you made it this far in the video, I know I dropped some gems for you, so make sure you like, comment, and subscribe to your girl, please and thank you. I'll have more hair tutorials coming soon if y'all support your sis. So now that we got like the little tutorial going, I'm gonna let you guys watch the process. I've been talking for too long, so here we go.
I eat that lunch, she keep that booty booty, she keep that pump, then that's a beauty, yeah, yeah. If you could see it from the front, wait till you see it from the back, back, till you see it back, yeah, back, till you see it from the back, back, till you see it from the back. If you could see it from the front, wait till you see it from the back.
Bend that ass over, doors, you bring it back. I'm a big dog tryna eat the kitty cat. I'ma slide in the way it fit, I can tell we match. All about my racks, hella cheese, I don't for rats. Big crib in Hollywood, I don't even that. Come relax, let it attack, put you on the act. Take a look with the pop, wipe the pain away. Juicy and it's tighter than a virgin, like McDonald's say. I love when you give it and I love when you don't. Hit me with the grease, I mean sometimes you won't. You told me don't, with no is you know. You got it, yeah, you got it, baby. Bust it on the floor.
I keep it juicy, I eat that lunch, she keep that booty, she keep that pump, then that's a beauty, yeah, yeah. If you could see it from the front, wait till you see it from the back, till you see it back, yeah, back, till you see it from the back, till you see it from the back. If you could see it from the front, wait till you see it.
Okay, so this is the part where I want to go over the parting with you guys. I really didn't complicate it too much. I know they're rectangle parts, but don't let that confuse you. If you're curious for this parting method, you're going to go from ear to ear in the back of the head, and then you're going to go from ear to ear at the top of the head, as you can see, and then it's going to leave you with this crown section right here that we're about to tackle next, okay? As you can see, I went ahead and did this section off camera because I did not want to waste too much time. So that is what the ear to ear is completed, and that first part on the top of the ear obviously leads straight into the back, so that kind of does play a part in the parting. If you're skilled, then you understand exactly what's going on. Other than that, we're just going to keep the tutorial going. And we've officially made it to my favorite section, which is the middle part. I am a middle part queen, and I really want you guys to admire this before and after because I know y'all see that frizz. Something that I'd like you guys to pay attention to is obviously the direction in which I am retwisting. All the locks in the front either go to the right or to the left, depending if I'm on the right or left side. The locks in the back obviously go straight to the back. I am very particular in that sense, especially with the rectangular shape. Imagine drawing an arrow down in every direction the lock is supposed to go. It's that simple. Again, don't overcomplicate it, but each lock has its own way to go. So to the right goes to the right, to the left, and to the back to the back. And I'm back again to say, if you made it this far in the video, you're a real trooper. So I need you to like, comment, and subscribe because now we family, okay? And you can also interact with me on my socials. Here we have my Instagram and TikTok on the screen, so make sure you guys follow that, interact with me.
From 8 until late, I think about you.
got little things, I got everything I'm asking for, but you stop making a big deal out of the little things. Let's get carried away. Come right now, you know where I stay. I just wanna say you're mine, you're mine. I just wanna say you're mine, you're mine. Would you hurry, you're mine, you're mine. All I'm really asking for is you. You're mine, you're mine. I just wanna say you're mine, you're mine. Would you hurry, you're mine, you're mine. Long as you know who you belong to.
If you go to church, if she ain't got a butt, fucking get a toy. Yeah, you just wanna party, you just wanna lap dance, you just wanna pop up on these guns like you the Batman. You just wanna pull up in designer with your best friends. You don't wanna talk no more about it in the past tense. Get me out my zone, I'm just talking comfort, shy. I ain't give you nothing, you can come for shy. I got plenty days you make a run for shy. I love that shit when he in love with my body. Get into it, come out with you. Get into it.
Tell me what you see in me. Gotta be something different. You must be made for me. Patience is everything. In and out, in and out, in and out. Arguing, trifling, difficult. Baby, more. I don't know why you love me. You got it bad for me, babe. I don't so glad that I can have this, baby. Nobody else is true. Nobody else makes me.
And would you look at that? We've made it to almost the end. We see the finish line. However, the last step is to make sure you put this person under a dryer. If you do not have a dryer, you can use a blow dryer on warm and cool settings. That will work just fine. The girlies who do wigs know this is gonna work just fine. So with that being said, let's get to them results. Oh,
And I'm
really?
so happy to have you.
You're gonna have to do a
part of the
spin.
team.
You gotta show it off. Oh wow, I didn't know you're gonna break it slowly. Let's look at recording. Shake it, shake it. You know, I should have done it before and after. I don't know how the fuck I'm about to do the video.
I mean, I have.
You have stuff before we retwist it? I don't focus.
Myself.
Okay, good. I think so. Wow, see?
I know, right? You did that.
You did that.
Girl, this is you.
We did that together.
The only thing all I did was provide the hair.
Literally the head. That's the most important part. Not anybody's judging their hair out here. I like the middle part so much. It's so cool. Wow. Just spin one more. I'm obnoxious, but As you can see, happy hairstylist, happy client combo. But this was way back in January 2021, so this is the most recent video and retwist of hers that I wanted to show you guys, and also support my good sis' poetry. Please and thank you. I'm gonna tag it all on the screen. Thank you for watching.
Choo, choo.